Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's reading. Of course, you know me as Stan the Shadow Seeker, and we are going to be jumping straight into the reading in this video. I am using the Energy Oracle cards, and I intend to draw 3 cards to start out the reading for what it is we all need to know and what it is we all need to hear. So, as I'm shuffling, if you want to make your intentions known, definitely send your highly vibrational energy to help co-create the messages. You can like or reply, or you can subscribe, or just sit and meditate and clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and I can pick up on your energy and we can help co-create the messages together. So let's see what we have here. Okay, we have the Magician and the Mirror in the upright position. And we have Man holding a heart in the upright position. And we also have the third chakra Archangel. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but Archangel, and it spells C-H-A-M-E. I'm sorry, C-H-A-M-U-E-L. Chamuel. I think that's how you pronounce that. So we have these cards here to begin the reading. I'm just going to take a moment here and really sit with this energy to get what I am feeling here. And with that third chakra, I may have to read the guidebook on this one because that's the first time I've ever seen this card in a reading. So what I am intuitively feeling with this spread here is that many of you in the collective are now entering a timeline where there is inner power that's rising from within. So that means that there are heart connections that are deepening. There's a lot of personal confidence that is being received right now, and you're getting a divine boost with that particular confidence. So what I'm sensing here is that many of you have been creating unconsciously. You're starting to realize that, or awaken rather, you're starting to awaken to the possibility that, and it's not the possibility, it's more like the truth, that your inner world is mirroring your outer world. And so that is being formed and shaped for you in a variety of ways that I'm sensing. But primarily, the strongest thread of energy I'm sensing is that for many of you, you have declared internally that you're not waiting for change, that you are the change that you wish to see in your life. So I'm sensing that for some of you, a supportive masculine type of energy will be making itself present to you. This could be a love interest stepping forward. This could be someone you're already entangled with, energetically speaking, that is going to be opening up more in a very emotionally vulnerable type of way. Excuse me. I feel like I'm having like throat chakra issues for some reason. So for some of you too, I feel like there could be something that could be expressed in a very compassionate, authentic way that this divine masculine might have a hard time communicating for you. Because for some reason I'm getting like all choked up, which is really kind of strange, to say. But yeah, I'm sorry. I had to pause there and really clear my throat a lot because I'm not really sure what I was channeling there. But I am sensing these threads of energy that's coming through here. And someone in the collective who is really thinking with their heart first, they are going to be communicating a lot, I am feeling, in the next few days or few weeks or really very soon. And it's going to be triggering a lot of emotions surrounded with the third chakra, the heart chakra, which I believe that's the third chakra. I'm sorry, I believe the third chakra is actually the solar plexus, but I am feeling a lot of heart chakra energy. For some reason, I'm feeling like a balance of light and dark. So I'm feeling like a lot of shadow elements. There are a lot of emotions that I'm sensing coming through. And I'm really feeling like a lot of emotionally unavailable partners for those of you that are in a relationship or dealing with a relationship dynamic. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be purged. And I really feel like a genuine heart connection is going to be forming. There's going to be like this divine masculine awakening, is what I'm sensing. Now, I do feel like a lot of the readings that I've been doing lately, personal and for the collective, do seem like they're really centered around connections or relationships. And I find that really interesting because I know some people in the collective really consider themselves to be loners or people that, kind of value their alone time. They really weren't seeking a romantic connection. So only take what truly resonates here, but that is what I'm feeling with this spread. And it feels like just something that needs to be cleared, something that needs to be talked about, but they might have a hard time really speaking about this, is what I'm sensing. But for others of you, there's going to be this surge of courage that I'm sensing where things are going to be really talked about or dealt with in the 3D, matters that are centered around spirituality, emotions, romantic endeavors. All of that is going to be where you're going to be taking initiative and you're going to be in this sense of strong confidence to deal with a lot of these particular barriers that have been causing a lot of issues for you, especially if you are enmeshed in some sort of connection with someone. But this is powerful realignment that I'm sensing, and I'm sensing a heart-centered connection that really enters, showing someone in the collective that they care really deeply, that they are maturing, that they're rising, that they want to move forward in a particular way, is what I'm sensing. So this is like a portal that we're talking about that you're stepping into, or this other person that we're channeling as well is stepping into, and something is being worked here in the physical. So I'm just really seeing that you're also divinely guided too at the present moment. So a lot of things are going to be really worked at. A lot of things are really going to be really what I'm sensing a lot better, where, things are just going to be like things have really been feeling off track. And I feel like they're going to be solidified. That's what it feels like. So, switching to the tarot, we have here the beautiful energy of the Sun card in the upright position. And it's paired here with, okay, the 10 of Cups in the upright position, which I feel like I've been seeing this card a lot lately in personal readings. And we also have here the 4 of Wands in the reverse position. So, this is definitely a shift in energies when it comes to connections. And despite everything that is going on with whatever inconsistencies or shaky foundations that many of you in the collective are dealing with, whatever type of emotional instability, avoidance, not really being able to step into something much brighter and happier, at some point you will be in a deep, emotionally fulfilling alignment and shifting into a lot of optimism and emotional revival and happiness with the Sun card and the 10 of Cups here. And I'm just sensing a lot of harmony that is being rebuilt or revitalized. And it's very, very deep, passionate, beautiful, and it feels really secure in a sense. It feels like a breath of fresh air, is what I'm sensing. So there are a lot of soul connections that are healing and rising for you at the present moment in time when you hear this. And if it's not quite happening yet, it will be happening. And I'm just sensing that you are ending a lot of these lower vibrational patterns that were holding something back within the connection. So you're rebuilding the connection with a lot of authenticity. And it's definitely an alignment checkpoint for you right now. So it's really beautiful. It really is. So let's see what exactly you were dealing with before this shift actually comes in, or if it's already came in, what you were dealing with before. And what we have here is okay, the Three of Swords reversed, Seven of Wands in the reverse position. We also have the Chariot in the upright position. So you were dealing with a lot of rejection or abandonment wounds, a lot of betrayal, a lot of grief from some sort of past connection, a lot of heartbreak that wasn't fully processed. And at some point, you decided that you were done carrying that particular type of pain, that you really deserve peace, that you don't want any of that energy to really define your future. And so you no longer chose to fight. You no longer chose to try to, well, not try, but to be stagnant. And a lot of your defenses you just dropped. You just gave up on unnecessary battles that weren't going anywhere. You weren't forcing connections. And you were really stepping away from the drama. And in doing so, it's like you were choosing yourself. And what happened was you shifted and you sent a signal to your guides, and they're helping you now regain focus, regain your determination. Your confidence is returning. You received a spiritual push forward, and there's a lot of soul level alignment, momentum type of energy that's happening for you right now. So, all of that light and dark energy that I was sensing a little bit earlier, all of that is being balanced right now. And that really feels beautiful because you really have set the intention that you're ready and you're ready to move forward, whatever that looks like for you. And it really looks like you are coming more into harmony with whatever that divine masculine energy is. So let's take this moment now to see what's on the other side of this breakthrough, this threshold that you will be going through, or if you already are going through, what's on the other side. And we have here the Queen of Swords in the upright position. So this is truth, discernment, energetic sovereignty. This is you coming into and really solidifying your healthy boundaries and your detachment from emotional manipulation. And you're receiving so much mental sharpness and clarity. A lot of your logic is really coming through with everything, and you're seeing everything really clearly. This really represents a new version of you, more empowered, awake, no longer easily influenced. I'm sorry. Again, I am really clearing my throat here because something must need to be said with whatever this divine masculine we were channeling into. We also have the King of Cups reversed. So, this is the emotional illusion that's being revealed. So, with this other person or whomever this other energy is, you're no longer accepting inconsistency with this person. You no longer are mismanaging their emotions. You're not dealing with avoidant partners or connections anymore. You're stepping away from that. And this other person, I'm just sensing that there's a lot of desire on their part, but there's no stability. There's a lot of attachment, but it's like out of fear, not love. And it's like they have these deep feelings, but they're poorly emotionally regulated. And you're stepping out of that because you can no longer tolerate that in your emotional threshold at this point. Like, you cannot deal with that. So you're not dealing with idolized love, or you're not ignoring these red flags anymore. You're not over investing. You're stepping out of that archetype, and you're stepping more into healing with the star. So we have another major arcana card, the star upright. So this is definitely divine alignment. This is purification. This is a renewed sense of hope. And this is more spiritual healing that you've definitely been manifesting and praying for. So you're really stepping into this new person, this new embodiment of knowing exactly what you want, knowing what you no longer tolerate, knowing your self-worth, and knowing that everything comes to you in divine timing. So that's just beautiful energy. Like I'm just sensing a major I'm sorry, someone was honking their horn. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear that or not, but throughout the reading I've had to pause this a lot because there was a lot of excess noise and I do try my best to filter that out. But yes, you are definitely stepping into a brighter future, and it's just looking so much better for you right now, and this is what you have been manifesting for quite some time with this other energy, and so I see you really stabilizing and really coming through and shining through whatever that looks like for you personally, but you definitely are gonna have this renewed sense of freedom and liberation, and it's definitely going to create so many more opportunities for you when it comes to love, whether that's you rekindling something with someone already existing in your energy threshold, or if this is someone new that we've also been speaking to as well. I feel like it's going to be different for everyone in the collective. So it's just really beautiful. But I do feel guided to end the reading here, and we are going to be drawing a oracle card to end the reading. And oh wow, okay, so once again, just not even really realizing that I was doing this, I was reaching for my other oracle deck, the Akashic Records deck, but again, I just sort of subconsciously reached for the Energy Oracle deck. So let's see what final message comes out here. Okay, we have the Rest and Rejuvenation card in the upright position. So, this card really just solidifies here that a major energetic shift has completed for many of you in the collective, and you really are entering a period of energetic recovery. So, a lot of integration is really coming through for you. There's a lot of blessings that will be happening for you, and there's a lot of peace that's returning to the collective after so much turmoil and confusion and emotional heaviness. So, your inner world really is going to really reflect on the outside is what I'm sensing. So everything is really being settled because you've done a lot of work. You really have been doing a lot of work on you, and you really have been putting yourself first in whatever particular situation you've been going through. So everything is being healed. Everything is being released that you no longer can hold, that is really not meant for you. Everything is being aligned because you are letting the dust settle. You are letting spirit do its work. You are trusting in spirit. And so, whatever kind of pause happens before this integration period for you, before you finally align to what's supposed to be happening for you, it's definitely for your highest potential. So you definitely are trusting that at the present moment, and it really will start showing for many of you. But for some of you, it actually is already showing from what I'm sensing. And it's really a beautiful transformation, a beautiful metamorphosis. So that is what I have for you, my beautiful collective. I do really hope that you enjoyed the reading and that something connected with you personally here, and I will definitely see you in the next reading. Sending you lots of love, light, and happiness.